I've called this unconditional love. So the first thing that pops into my head is for unconditional love is that's animals just bring you unconditional love. They know if you've ever had a pet or you have a pet, they just know instinctively when you're needing an extra wee hug, or they just know when you're upset. But they don't, if you have to give them into trouble, they don't say, well, I'll not come and I'll not love you today because you gave me into trouble, or you forgot to put my dinner out, or didn't take me 5 walks that day, you only took me 1. So they just let the love flow through them and to you. And it's a bit like that with the angelic, well, the same as that as with the angelic kingdom in your spirit team and your departed loved ones. They will love you unconditionally no matter what. They don't really necessarily need your approval for them to love you. They just love you and they will guide you. Even if you don't communicate with them for 20 years and then you decide you'll just take up a conversation with them, there'll just always be this unconditional love that will free flow to you and for you. And I feel like when you were growing up as a child, you would be, it's almost as if you would be, if you misbehaved, it was a form of some sort of, I'm not saying that you didn't get the love that you deserved, but I feel as if going back in my generation, is almost they held you hostage with that feeling, and it was a horrible feeling if you've done something wrong. I mean, if you've done something wrong, you have to love it, and it's really horrible. I think it's your own worst critic and your own worst person for if you do anything wrong. Well, I just played over and over in my mind, and I just thought, I felt really awful about it. It made me ill because you knew you shouldn't have done something, so really you had to live with yourself. And I think that's the worst thing. I don't think anybody needs to be punished or I don't know what happened when I was younger. I can't really remember some of the things, and maybe your parents wouldn't speak to you, or you were given I don't know, chores to do or kept in or whatever it was they did then. And I don't feel that's needed. I really don't feel that's needed, because you've got yourself to punish yourself with your thoughts and why you done something and why you were maybe unkind or said something you shouldn't have said, or done something you shouldn't have done, or maybe you didn't do the things that your parents asked you to do, or you didn't take your wee brother or sister something that they asked you to do, or asked you something they asked you to do. It just feels as if it shouldn't be like that. But again, I feel that children obviously need boundaries and structures, because if they don't get that, they go the opposite way, and they don't know where they stand with anybody, and they get into trouble, and they can get led astray, and they can go down the road of addiction or mental health, or because they've maybe been given too much, been spoiled, or I don't think you never give anybody too much love. I think that's just impossible to do that. I think if anything, more love's needed. That's what I feel. I feel more love's needed. And I feel as well when I'm actually speaking about that, I feel like we need to love ourselves more and give ourselves all the unconditional love that we require, and stop criticising ourselves, stop saying, oh, if only I was this and only I was that, and or whatever it is you're saying to yourself. Take that out of the equation and think of yourself and be this place of love. And this is review and contemplation, and this gentleman is just sitting there, and he's looking a wee bit sad, to be honest. He's just sitting there, and I feel like you're free to do and choose what you want to do. Your emotions are more settled than they've ever been in your life, and in some area of your life, and this is a bit unconditional love, but some area of your life, you've been feeling a wee bit stuck and not feeling free, as if you've self-imposed limitations. I feel this, I'm feeling from the card, but I feel like there's birds in the cards. So I feel as if you really are free, or you will be flying free very soon, flying solo, I feel. And the message in the card here is review and contemplation. You've accomplished a great deal in your life, and you have much to be proud of. Now is your time to decide what's next. As you complete Contemplate the past and the present. You'll get clear on your divine life purpose. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. I think this is for me. Oh dear. That wee bit anyway at the bottom. About conventional thinking. Oh, I certainly don't have that. Anything but. So I'm going to read from Louise L. Hay about unconditional love, what she has to say about it. It's page 239. I give is the love I receive. The love I give is the love I receive. As I love and accept myself exactly as I am right here and right now, with all my so-called flaws and embarrassing parts, I find it easier to accept you in the same way. When I put conditions on my love for myself and others, then I am not loving freely. I will love you if is not love. It is control. So I learn to release the need to control others and allow them to feel the freedom to be who they are. I see us all struggling in our pathways, learning to create space, as willing to create peace inside of ourselves, doing the best we can with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness we have at this time. As more of us open up our consciousness to work on the level of unconditional love, we will tap into the new level of spiritual power that is here for us. I see a blanket of benevolence covering the planet and helping us transform consciousness from fear to love. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Couldn't have put that better myself. I hope I kind of summed that up. I don't know if what I was saying linked in with that, but I hope it did. I hope it made sense, because it's just all coming out. I might listen back to it. Thank you very much. Bye bye.